You want to? It's time for me to drop a hand grenade, not a bomb, but a hand grenade for you. You were on Red State Radio, so there were millions of people listening, right? Is that
Right?
fair to say? You want me
Fair
to
to
drop
say.
something that will?
Drop it.
6 months ago, I was sent a message. Well, I was sent. Somebody came to see me, and among the things that I was told 8 months ago, among the things I was told, so that I would understand what we are up against, is I was told a detail of the crime scene. Oh, I'm getting a message from someone saying, "Do not reveal this." Uh, sorry, I actually got a message from. I got a
That's
message
okay.
I just got a message flashed up to me from someone saying, "Do not reveal this," and it's a person who
Okay.
knows.
Okay. I don't want anybody. I don't want you to reveal anything that
Anyway,
could harm an
I'm sorry.
investigation or harm you. That's okay. That's
Even
okay.
no, I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you. It was from the Epstein death scene. It was a detail that was shared with me, just one little detail of the scene that tells you that was conveyed to me so I would understand what we are up against. And the okay, do that and the detail of the scene of the crime scene was one that this one detail shows that it was not a suicide. It was in fact a murder. And it's a detail that once you understand it reveals we have to be, this isn't the Gambino family. This isn't the Genovese family. This had the sophistication. Well, I've got to say it now because otherwise they might kill me. But no, literally there was just someone sending me flash message, do not say this. So this is you know how the guards
Come on, Patrick.
you know how the guards, we know that the guards, okay, to the person who just sent me that message, send me an explanation. Should I or should I not? If you don't want me to say this, give me 10 words as to why I should not say this. In the meantime, I'm going to give a little bit more color. It was a detail that was meant to communicate to me it was a murder and indicate to me the seriousness of the people behind it. Well, I guess it's too late. It was the Epstein crime scene, and the guards. I was told that the guards, who fell asleep in the
Right.
fell asleep,
Yeah.
and we all
Fell
assumed well, they
asleep.
were bribed. Yeah, we all thought that. Well, guess what? They did fall asleep. Their blood was tested the next morning, and they found traces of nitrous oxide. So what's that tell you, Ann?
Wow.
Nitrous oxide is laughing gas, but doctors use it. Laughing
Right.
gas.
Dentists use it. Dentists use it. Right.
So that tells us that somebody snuck into a federal facility, a canister of laughing gas. They got access to the ventilation system. They snaked a hose to the right room, turned it on, knocked out the guards. Then they knocked out 14 cameras on that floor. Probably there's a goon cop a dirty cop who was in a cell down the block. He was probably the guy who did it. This was not confirmed to me, but he was let in. His door was open. He went and killed Epstein, and then they went back to their cell. And then they retrieved the hose. Someone retrieved the hose and exfilled, took out the canister of laughing gas. Now that tells us something. Does that sound like a Gambino hit, or does that sound like maybe a state level actor?
State level for sure. Absolutely.
Which state?
Mossad or
Not Mossad.
Mossad?
Which state? Not
Clintons?
Mossad. Which state?
Arkansas.
How about the deep state?
Well, the deep state, yeah, but the deep state is everywhere. You have deep state in China, you have deep state in Europe. You mean the deep state's a worldwide deep state, but if you're talking about USG deep state, can you be more specific?
Well, that's what I was talking about. That detail was communicated to me back in June, so I would understand what it is I'm up against.
Right.
The deep state in maybe a branch in New York, but the deep state is who did that. So Epstein, it was communicated to me a detail, just that one detail, that the guards, when they had their blood tested, had traces of nitrous oxide. So they did, in fact, fall asleep, but they fell asleep because they were knocked out in a sophisticated scheme, which is highly suggestive of a state-level actor, and the state was the deep state.
Do we know if Jeffrey Epstein was also knocked out with nitrous oxide before they just strangled him and made it look like a suicide?
No, I bet they gave that cop. There's pictures of some cop, an Italian guy from the Bronx, who looks like he bench presses, the state of Delaware, and he's just a big meathead, probably on steroids or something. Dirty cop that was in jail. And I don't mean to insult what may be a fine gentleman. I have no knowledge that it was in fact him, but that would have been my guess. I do know that there were 14 cameras on the floor that got taken offline, and that there were traces of nitrous oxide in the blood of the guards, is what I was told. Information that was communicated to me from Uncle Sam, so I would know what it is we're up against.